Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. So in today's tutorial, we are doing a large oval art stone that I created from the molds by the Happy Dotting Company. If you're interested in getting your own set of molds, there is a link in the description below for her Etsy shop. She has all sorts of really awesome stuff there. Um, once that it had cured, I painted it black like I do with the majority of my art stones. That's my base coat that I use. And now I am applying the color Plum that is created by Craftsmart, so the Michaels brand of paint. So I had so much fun doing this because I just basically I didn't do blending as I normally do. As you see, I'm creating a pattern by adding white, and I let this dry, and it ends up having such a really neat effect. So as you can see now, some of the black has shone through as well as the white and the purple. So I end up with three different colors with only using just layers of paint that were very, very light. So, and I just sponged it on. It was a lot of fun and it turned out amazing. And for the design that we're painting on it, it worked absolutely perfect. So we're doing a black cat, and I do apologize. I sketched this on and I went to press the pause button and realized that I had pressed the record button. So I did not record what I drew. Excuse me, but it is on there now, and you can see the shape. Basically, I used my general charcoal pencil and just drew that on there, so it's easily erasable once I'm completed. And another way to get rid of it is just by painting over it with black paint. But if you go on the inside of the lines or not on the lines and you still have some of it shining through, that's very easily removed by a damp cloth. You could actually even use a dry cloth or an eraser, whatever you choose, you can use to remove that, and it does not remove the background color at all. So as you may have noticed, this cat, this little black cat, is a witch cat. So I kind of threw the elements into this of the witch, the purple being a really good Halloween color, and throwing in the black cat. And I just thought it was just so cute. I just had to paint this on a rock. So that's what I'm doing. And I don't get eyes perfectly symmetrical. I have a horrible time at doing that. I know if you've been around with me for a little while, you would know this, that symmetrical is not my thing. I'd rather a side view, so I don't have to worry about if the eyes are equal or if they are together or far apart or any of those things that can happen, that do happen with me. But I thought, nope, gotta do it, gotta do a front face. So that's what I did with this cutesy little cat that seems to be really happy about dressing up for Halloween. And I'm basically just using my fine lining brush to color it all in. It does take a little bit longer, but I found that I had more control to be able to get the details in there. So that's why I did it this way. And I just got back from being away, and I had packed some of my paints and my paintbrushes, and I hadn't unpacked them yet. So this is what I had available, basically. But it's also to prove to you that you don't need a lot of paintbrushes of different sizes and shapes, and you don't need a lot of paint colors. You can just work with what you've got, and that's basically what I did for this rock. It's really using only three colors. Now I say three colors because I'm also including the eyes and the outline. So a little bit later in the video, you'll see me doing the eyes in a yellow, and it is Primary Yellow by DecoArt. And I also do a frame around the outside in my favorite Glorious Gold, which is also by DecoArt. So those are the colors that I use for this cute little cat. And I put some of his fur to be a little bit ruffled there, right on his chest and on his hip, and some of it in his tail as well, because he is a scaredy cat. So he's not only just a witch cat, he's a scaredy cat. So that's why I did that. And I'm putting on his little paws there. I do put some claws in there as well, but everything is done in black. So it's almost like a silhouette. And I love doing silhouettes because you can get so much detail without painting the detail. It's just amazing. That's why I love doing the silhouettes so much. And if you've seen any of my other videos where I do the silhouettes, a lot of my soul symbol series from a couple of years ago, most of those were done in silhouettes. So I just love how you can get so much detail in very little detail, if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments below if that makes sense to you. And let me know what you think of this little guy here by giving me the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and ring the notification bell, because it'll let you know every time I upload a new video, and you're going to want it coming into your screen because I've got a bunch more for Halloween coming up and you don't want to miss any of them. So definitely do that. And at the same time, you're going to be helping me out get to my goal that I have set for myself for being on YouTube. So, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Honestly, I know I've said it in other videos as well, but I'm going to continue to say it, that it very much humbles me knowing that I have people who look forward to my videos when I post, look forward to watching me paint and what creations I can come up with next, and just to listen to me and talk with me. It's just, I can't explain to you how humbling it really is to me and how happy it makes me. And it gives me that inspiration to continue to do this and not give up. It's not in my nature to give up, but sometimes I get a little discouraged. But all I have to do is come back to my YouTube and know that just by reading some of the comments, even ones that I've already replied to and reading them over again, it's just, you guys rock. You guys are amazing. And you are the ones that keep me going and keep me motivated and inspirated. And is that a word? Inspirated? How about inspired? Let's go with that one. Anyways, so I want to thank you all for definitely showing up every time I post, maybe binge watching, saving a video for later viewing, whatever it is. I want to thank you so much for allowing me to come into your life, whether it be for 14 minutes or 7 minutes, or just for you to skip through to the end to see how it's all done. I don't know, but I have to say I do care, and it means a lot. So thank you, everyone. So back to this cute little black witched cat that we're painting. Because I'm going to be using yellow, I'm coloring in the eyes with white. This is also by DecoArt. I'm doing this so that once it's dry and I put the yellow on there, I'm going to get the brightest of the yellow that I can possibly get. If I painted it on top of the purple background that's there already, it would be a little bit diluted and it wouldn't be as prominent. So that's why I paint in anything that is going to be a bright color. So yellows, oranges, reds, some of the lighter greens, I will paint white so that I can get the truest and brightest part of the color that I'm using, and it's not diluted. Unless that's the look that I'm going for. So there is that as well. But um, that's basically why I put it into white. So while I'm letting that white dry, I'm now going to use my most favorite gold in the world, which is Glorious Gold from DecoArt. And I'm just going around the edges just to frame it up so that it divides the rock from front to back. Once this is completed and I have let it dry and I give it a resin coat or two, I will felt the bottom so that anybody who does purchase it, when you set it on a dresser or on a shelving unit or wherever you want to display it, it's not going to scratch your furniture. So that's why I do that. And it's just a little bit of added security, I guess, so that your furniture isn't destroyed while you're displaying something beautiful. So now I'm going in with the yellow paint. Like I said, I let the white dry first, and then I just sponge in with one of my sponging brushes that I purchased from Amazon. There's a link in the description for that as well as all my other tools that I use in my tutorials. I also have videos for how to resin. I also have videos on how to make your own stones. So there's all of that that's in there down below. So to go and check it out at the end of this video. So I'm going to let that yellow dry because I'm going to have to go in and fix it up. The sponge brush that I had was too big. And unfortunately, I didn't have any of my smaller ones available. So I used the bigger one, and it's okay because I'll just go back in with some black paint and reshape those eyes. So I'm putting in some teeth right now, and I'm using the Glorious Gold, and I'm just basically drawing triangles up and down. And now I'm just creating that eye shape again just by using the black paint. And this just allows me to maybe sharpen things up, things that I've missed, that kind of thing. It's sort of my last bit of cleanup before I call this one done. So, and oh, there I'm putting on the little nails down at the bottom. That's hard to see, and I apologize for that. Painting on these oval stones sometimes takes up a lot of space in the screen, and I can't zoom in to what I really want to show you at the time of painting it. So I do apologize for that, but if you stick around to the end, and if you've been here this long, you're very close to the end. There are pictures at the end that you can see. I give different angles on those photos, so make sure you stay tuned to that at the very end. So I'm just making some of his hair that's been all sort of ruffled up, just giving it more of a point with my fine lining brush there, and just sort of adding a few little extra smaller sprigs of hair that's coming off. I do the same on his shoulder, opposite of the big gruff there, or the big fluffers. I don't know. I'm doing it now, so now I don't have to try to explain. But anyway, so I just put a couple of those on where his neck meets his shoulders, and then I go in and I finish up doing the eyeballs and make them look like eyeballs. So that's what I'm doing right now, just giving that shape. And you can see that I kind of painted so that there was still yellow above, but it's not a problem because you just take your black paint, go over top of it, and everything's all perfect. Or at least as perfect as it can be for a hand painting that is like truly one of a kind. So I do that. I make sure that I put some little slits into his eyes so he looks like he's got his, what would you call your spooky cat eyes, or yeah, like that, so that they're glaring at you. And then it's done. So I hope you've liked this video. And remember, folks, life is what you make it. So get creative.